Hi there and a very good morning. We like starting our mornings here at Sports Day with you guys by bringing you the morning wrap, telling you what exactly is it that you may have probably missed out on as far as sports news over the last 10 to 12 hours while you were catching up on your sleep is concerned. This morning is going to be no different this Tuesday morning. Let's begin as always without further ado and bring you the very latest as far as sports stories are concerned. Let's tell you what is it that Sangwan has told us? Himanshu Sangwan, the wicket taker for the Railways, who dismissed Virat Kohli quite famously here at the Firoz Shah Kotla, erstwhile Firoz Shah Kotla. Well, he has revealed that he had a conversation, in fact, with his bus driver, the bus driver who was taking the team around, the Railways team around. He said that, the conversation with the bus driver also was that, yes, Rishabh Pant may not be playing, Virat Kohli could be playing. All of those things were happening, but even the bus driver had told Sangwan to try and bowl at the fifth stump line with Virat Kohli. So this is, as we know, this has become quite a thing now. It's become common knowledge that Virat Kohli has been struggling in that corridor of uncertainty around the fourth stump, fifth stump line. Even his bus driver had told the same. However, he goes the other way around. While he had that conversation, Himanshu, with the driver, he doesn't quite get Virat Kohli out. Let's not forget, in that cordon of uncertainty, he gets smashed for four, but the following ball he bowls an in swinger, not the quickest, but just it did swing enough for the ball to breach Virat Kohli's defense and get the prize wicket of the man who has 81 international centuries. Let's talk about Sanju Samson and Suryakumar Yadav now. Both of them didn't really set the stage on fire in the recently concluded series against England. 58 odd runs for 54 runs for Sanju Samson, just 28 odd, if memory serves me right, for Surya Kumar Yadav. Now, confidence player Sanju Samson and Surya Kumar Yadav, as we all know. But Ravichandran Ashwin, who's now taken retirement, well, he has talked about the need for both of these batters to find new solutions, to find new answers. He said that it can't be uncanny that you get dismissed in the same manner again and again and again. It was the short ball problem that troubled Sanju Samson with regards to Surya Kumar Yadav. It was that flick shot which he wasn't able to execute, perhaps not able to get the read the line right as well, read the right length in fact of the bowler. So Ravichandran Ashwin insists that the two batters find new answers, find ways, and it can't be that the two get out the same way. So something needs to be done, and they need to find better answers to these problems that they may have had. Also, speaking on the star of the show, Varun Chakravarthy, who is the man of the series as well, Ravichandran Ashwin says that perhaps the Indian team will be tempted to take him to the Champions Trophy. Now, remember, only a provisional squad has been named by all the teams. This is also something that Ravichandran Ashwin said. You can make changes till the 11th of February, after which you will need the approval of the technical committee. But he says that given the kind of performances that you've seen from Varun Chakravarthy, Ravichandran Ashwin feels that the Indian team will be tempted to take him. How they manage to fit him is something they will have to wait and see, because there isn't quite room right now in the squad, provisional squad that's been named. However, he says that you will have to try him out in the England series if you want to take him to the Champions Trophy. And at some point, Ravichandran Ashwin has a feeling that Varun Chakravarthy will indeed be tried out by the Indian team in the series against England, which starts on the 6th of February. So is there going to be a late change? Is there going to be a late twist? Remember, you have Kuldeep Yadav already in the squad. So can Varun Chakravarthy make room for himself? There is a Jasprit Bumrah who's been named as well. There's Arshdeep. There is Mohammad Shami as well. Remember, Hardik Pandya will also be acting as another seam bowling option. So in all of that, how does Varun Chakravarthy, in a side that already has plenty of spinners? There's Aksar, remember, there is a Kuldeep Yadav, like I said, there is a Ravindra Jadeja, a Washington Sundar as well. How do you accommodate a Varun Chakravarthy as well? That is something that he said that we will have to wait and see. But given the kind of performances you've seen from him in the series, 14 wickets, man of the series, as I just told you, the Indian team will be looking to try him out in the England series, not directly in the Champions Trophy. That's what Ravichandran Ashwin feels. Let's shift focus and talk about cricket. West Indies, because they're trying to do something interesting over here. They've come up with some new technology which they are now planning to use in the local tournaments, keep tabs with the player. Now, Ram Naresh Sarwan, somebody who's played a lot of cricket for Cricket West Indies, he is also one of those who's in charge of this technology. He is one of those territory talent managers that they've hired. So for every territory, there have been few talent managers who've been identified. Key jobs for them will be to identify the talent, to scout, to put together their records, do a lot of collation business as well, and use this technology. Now, this is going to be a data-driven technology that the Cricket West Indies is now planning to adopt, where the statistics, the data, what kind of balls the batters are getting out to, what kind of bowls bowlers are good with, what kind of lines that they're missing. Everything will be it'll be put down in numbers. Everything will be translated in numbers, and it's going to be a data centric approach that Cricket West Indies is now planning to adopt. So not only what you see visually, but everything down to numbers. Some countries already do it, but Cricket West Indies want to be more objective about it. Probably not leave it to the subjectivity of an individual, but be more objective as to what the performances are going to be like, and then basis the data for every player, identify who are those young players that they would like to nourish going forward. Let's talk about the Premier League as well before we wrap this morning wrap. Wasn't a lot of action that took place. A couple of games. Let me talk about the Chelsea match against West Ham United. Chelsea were hosting this particular match in the Premier League, and they were down. It was Jared Bowen who had scored for West Ham United and given them the early lead. However, Chelsea did manage to come back in the match. Yes, there was an own goal that was scored by Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but Chelsea doing enough in the second half to get this comeback win over West Ham and propel them even further in the Premier League table. And before I leave you, just a blast from the past, if I can call it that, because Rajiv Shukla in a podcast has now revealed as to what exactly the mood in the dressing room was in that iconic India win against England, which came at Lord's. Why I have this visual up for you is for a reason, because it's with regards to this particular moment that Rajiv Shukla has given us a little more insight. I remember there is VVS Lakshman there as well, and I remember chatting up with VVS Lakshman once where he said that, I kept telling Saurav Ganguly that, listen, don't do this, and he was in fact clutching onto his hand as well, but Ganguly still decided to go ahead and take his shirt off and wave it, celebrate in that exuberant manner that he did. Rajiv Shukla, however, has said that not only was sort of convinced of taking his shirt off, but he wanted the entire Indian team to take his shirt off and celebrate the way that he did. However, this is not exactly how things turned out, because apparently it was Sachin Tendulkar's idea to suggest that no, this is a gentleman's game, and everyone of the Indian team taking their shirts off and celebrating eventually the way that Saurav did may not go down well. But Saurav Ganguly was just pumped. Remember what had happened here in India when Andrew Flintoff had mocked the Indian crowd by taking his shirt off. That was just payback or revenge as far as Saurav Ganguly is concerned. And that's the little insight Rajiv Shukla, the Vice President of the BCCI, gave to us. So it's just the start of the day. With that, I conclude the morning wrap, but news and updates will continue here on Sports Today. Subscribe to us if you haven't already done so, and tap that bell so that you know every time we have a new offering for you.